Hey, yo, yo. Check it.
Welcome back, hero.
My word is my sword, Hokage and Batosai, pulling the blades out of the forge, yo. Prior to my knowledge of the Force, was thinking Jedi, but through obtaining holocrons from both sides, I'm under gray skies. Everything that glitter ain't kyber crystal, my mind to lift you. In this time we shine together, disarm your pistol, yo. Welcome to the SwordCast, my wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, my wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, my wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, my wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash.
What up, though? Explosions be weak. What's the problem?
I don't know, man. You gotta download the Michael Bay. Michael Bay plugin.
The Michael Bay patch. Are your explosions weak?
You gotta do an explosion after every word. Introducing the Michael Bay explosion package.
Boom.
Oh man.
Back on deck.
Episode 84, episode greatest wide receiver of all time, greatest Minnesota Viking of all time, episode game-changing, deep threat, GOAT, all-time great, super freak, straight cash homie, episode Randy Moss.
Let's go. Hey, here's how I'm gonna limp in. Episode Ryan Broyles. I think maybe who was that other receiver that played with Calvin before Golden Tate? He's an NFL Network analyst now. Damn it! What the fuck?
I don't know. Episode Shannon Sharp though, he was number 84.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp.
Episode who's hilarious now. Episode I think TJ Hushmanzada was number.
Oh yeah.
Was number 84. He was dope, man. He was a good receiver. He played with Chad Johnson or Chad Ocho Cinco, whatever he changed his name to. Two really good receivers. That Bengals team.
Nate Burleson. That's what I was thinking about.
No, he was 81.
Okay. What? Really?
Former Minnesota Viking. That was
he 81 when he was
in Detroit? Oh, he
couldn't have been.
No,
in
he
Detroit.
couldn't have been because Cowboys. But I was a big Nate Burleson fan. He actually came over to Minnesota after they got after Moss left.
Strong. Yeah, he was 13 in Detroit.
He was good, and he's also a really, really dope analyst too on the NFL Network.
I was always a fan of Nate Burleson.
Yeah, he's pretty woke too, man. He always makes sure he always acknowledges stuff that needs to be acknowledged on the air. So shout out to him. But yeah, man. Episode 84. What are you into, man, right now, currently?
I was just saying off the air, bro. I'm sad that I'm playing Mass Effect too fast. I'm about to beat. I've been milking every mission, every little piece of content out of Mass Effect 2, and I probably could have beat this shit like 3 days ago, but I'm just now.
Take it slow.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to finish. I'm about to finish the second game, and I'm realizing
that one's your favorite, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's by far the best Mass Effect game. I've said this a million times. The jump between Mass Effect 1 and 2 is the best improvement from a game to its sequel of all time. It's like not even. Maybe the only one that comes close is probably Marvel vs. Capcom to Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking that maybe this is one of my favorite. It is definitely one of my favorite single games ever. I've tried to put it into my top 3, but
then you started thinking of other games.
Yeah, Shenmue is not going to be. It's going to take then I forgot about Horizon Zero Dawn, which I love too.
The first one.
So I think that there's room potentially, depending on how I feel, for Mass Effect 2 to be in my top 5 of all time. Depending on the day. I mean, you got Ghost of Tsushima, you got Horizon, you got Pokemon Silver, which is my favorite single Pokemon game. You got fuck, man.
Yeah, that's
Did I say
tough.
Breath of the Wild? Because you got that too.
Yeah, that's tough. Ghost of Tsushima, Pokemon Emerald. Man, then you got like Marvel's
Capcom 2,
Smash. I love the Mega Man Zero games. Probably the third one for me. Yeah, that's hard. I don't know. That would take some time.
Metal Gear Solid. Fuck, man. I love those games.
We may see some of these games in the You Can Only Pick 3 later.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, bro, I have just been like, obviously going back, playing the old Pokemon games. I've been kind of going through what you're going through. So I was supposed to move on and play Soul Silver, but I can't stop playing Gen 3 games because they're my favorite. So I started playing Alpha Sapphire for like the third time. And I'm about to beat it again. And this time, you can fly on Latias and you can like go to these little wormholes and catch legendaries before you do the Pokemon League on there, which is a crazy feature they added. So I'm about to go face the Elite Four with like my starter, which this time I'm using Blaziken. Last time when I just played it like a couple years ago, I was using Sceptile, of course, that's my guy. But I got Blaziken, Lugia, Kyogre, Raikou, Latias, and Entei. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got a Greek pantheon of gods here,
right?
Who wants to fight me in Pokemons?
So it's fun to play like that. But I also been oh man, I told you. You got to get caught up on My Hero season. This new season, man. I don't even know what season it is. I think it's
season
like
5. I watched the first 3 episodes this morning.
It's good, man. I read the manga. This is like this and Demon Slayer are the only 2 anime that I'm like ahead on because I actually read them. And this, if they get to where I think they can get to in this season, it's gonna get really, really good and really serious. A lot of characters we get some quirk upgrades for some dope characters. And I mean, and you also see Class B has a lot of weird, stupid ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? My head is made of a glue stick. And
dog, I thought that the dude whose power was nigga comic.
That was so stupid.
He could just make comic words that come to life.
Inexplicably have a comic book face.
Right. Yeah. Is that his actual head? It's just like a speech bubble? Who knows? Like, man, whatever, gonna do some stuff.
Boom.
Right.
But Class B also has some amazing quirks too, though, where it makes you kind of be like, why is this person in Class B?
Right.
Because there's some really good ones too. And then also, man, I finally started watching Fire Force.
Let's go. Oh, there we go. I got some bass in there now.
It's fire. No
pun intended. Or every pun intended.
It's really dope, man. I like it a lot, actually. So yeah, I'm gonna finish watching that. That's kind of the new anime that I'm on right now. Is Fire Force. I really like it. I was very surprised. You obviously did the hilarious "I was wrong about you" on Fire Force.
He had shark teeth. It kind of turned me off. But,
and they made sense of it though. And they explain it, and I like it. It's really dope.
His demon appearance like scares people, but he's actually a nice guy.
And he smiles out of pure like nervousness.
Bro, man, there are some scenes where, as you keep going, like one of the gags that they keep reoccurring is like anytime he tries to save someone or is like in a tense situation and he's got that evil grin. And they're like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, dog? And he's just like, yo, I can't help it. I'm kind of weird, bro.
Oh my goodness, hilarious. I love it, man. So I've been on that. But yeah, bro. Wrestling recap. Last night you came through with the unhealthy food.
The pizza.
We ate pizza and chicken wings.
Infinity wings.
And we watched AEW Double or Nothing. And it was fire.
So good, bro.
Bro, the fans are back.
Yep.
It just looked.
That changed the energy. Like that, it really did matter.
100%. Like just seeing fans, full house. It was dope to see. I don't know if I'm ready to be around that number of people without wearing a mask. No. But it was good to see, man. It was a really good show. I loved it.
Me too. I said it was probably one of my favorite probably top 2 or 3 AEW promo or pay-per-views.
Definitely,
So
like top to bottom, was a really good card. The matches were good. I loved it, man. I mean, we had the pre-show had the Serena D versus Rio. That match was awesome. Adam Page versus Cage was good.
Yeah, man. We all knew Adam Page can wrestle, but like Brian Cage is kind of cold too.
He's a very good athlete, and you know, little like a little, I guess, like integrity fueled face move where he was not wanting the cheating from his homies, you know. So I thought that was dope.
I agree.
The tag match between the Young Bucks and Moxley and Kingston, I thought was really, really awesome. I think it's time. Like Eddie Kingston is. I mean, this is an indie. He's pretty much an indie darling, you know. Like if you're a wrestling fan and you watch other stuff, like you know about Eddie Kingston, you've known about him for years. But he is, he's really, really dope, man. Yeah. Obviously, we know about this talking, but he can wrestle, man, and he went pretty hard last night. I thought that match was amazing.
Me too. You know, Eddie Kingston, they're not the same type of wrestler, but he reminds me of Kevin Owens in that he like is unassuming, but can really
go, man. And he pulls out when you know, and he'll pull out some really, really dope like suplexes and I mean he's known as a brawler, but he's got some tech.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as far as I know, like, you know, he rocks the black and yellow because of his favorite wrestlers, Kawada, who is like an All Japan legend.
We got to get a tech sounder. Anytime somebody got tech,
we need a
either one of
right. I like that one. And then what else do we get? And then I mean, the only stinker of the night really for me was the Cody match and Anthony Ogogo. I mean, I didn't care about it going in. And Cody Rhodes gets on my nerves. So whatever. The Battle Royal was cool, man. Jungle Boy, man.
My guy.
Let's go. I feel like me and you have we're the guys that we're high on. The company also gets it. Like,
facts.
We're real big on Darby Allin. We're real big on Jungle Boy, and like this was a really dope victory for him. And him versus Kenny is gonna be a really, really dope match.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
And now like that the fans are back, like his theme song hits, like we knew it would. Like that's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, I think we're gonna look at the company 10 years down the line and see Jungle Boy and MJF at the top of the card in terms of like top heel, top baby face.
100%. I agree.
And I think Darby is going to be there. I think Sammy Guevara is going to be there as well.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Like, I think this show obviously the matches, right? But the building of the home of like the new talent that did like Jungle Boy, huge moment in this. Sammy Guevara, huge like push in this show. MJF, big push in the show as well in the main event. Like we're starting to see AEW really start picking their guys, the younger guys. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. And then Miro versus Lance Archer was good. Miro's such a beast, bro. I love him.
Yep.
He's such a beast. That match was dope. He threw the bag that supposedly had the snake in it. Animal cruelty. That was crazy.
Now Miro, so we kind of talk a lot about the insane person gimmick.
Yeah,
Miro does it believably.
He does it better than a lot of people that
because he's like, I'm afraid of him for real. You know what I'm saying?
You were like, imagine playing basketball and Miro's down in defensive stance, like intensely slapping the floor.
And it ain't no refs neither. You are not getting by him. I don't care if you're Kyrie Irving, you are not getting around that motherfucker,
because he's just about to stick his arm out. Oh man,
it's over.
He's crazy. Then I mean, a match that we all knew Britt Baker was gonna win the title, but that match was fire.
It was a
really good match. And I saw somebody post something in that group that we hate. They said, is it too late for Britt Baker to win the title? Did they wait too long? And I was like, what?
What are you talking about?
She wasn't ready. She's ready now, but she was not ready before. You know what I mean? She has it now. She just has, like you said yesterday, she has a very believable, different kind of sauce and attitude. You know what I mean? And she's good, man. She can go in the ring a little bit. I think she's ready to be the champ. Hikaru Shida was awesome. She was had to be the champ during the COVID time. So I think she did a great job. She's a good wrestler. I still think the best wrestler on the roster for females is Chris Statlander. Yeah. And then I would say second is Thunder Rosa, who I still don't know if she's officially signed yet. And then I would say Hikaru Shida at number 3. I don't think I would put Britt Baker top 5 in ring wise, but I think she's getting up there though.
Right. And the other part about wrestling is that you can overcome not being amazing in the ring by being an amazing personality. For sure. She has that. And she has that.
So I thought that match was really good actually. And then we had the Stadium Stampede match, which was hilarious.
Man, that surprised us too, because I think we won, and we'll talk about the match before that in a second. But I think we thought at first that it would have made sense for that match to be the main event.
I really thought that the title match should have been the main event, but then when you kind of see this match in the way that they ended, it kind of made sense for it to be the main event. You know what I mean? Because they wanted to send. Obviously, when you get to see the finish of the match before, I think having the fans in the house was all about sending them home happy. So it made sense that it was the main event. So I wasn't mad at it. That match was hilarious.
Bro, these niggas rappelled down the Jumbotron to start the match.
It was crazy.
I ain't never seen nothing like that before.
It was nuts. And then the little scenes they had set up, I thought it was pretty cool. And I thought that Sammy Guevara is just a star, man.
No doubt.
He's unbelievable. Stunt man.
Yep.
Just awesome. I thought he was fantastic in this match as well. And Santana and Ortiz, man, I thought they didn't get as much shine in this match as they should have, but they're growing on me, and I really like them, and I would love to see them win the tag titles.
Yep, I agree. They are, man. I like brown folks, man. I like. I mean, they're Hispanic, but these are Puerto Ricans, man. My Latin Caribbean folks. I like to see them in the spotlight. I like to see, real diversity.
Yeah, and I still
at the top of the card.
I still would just one day, man. I would love to see them join up with Eddie Kingston and they do a thing with them 3.
Do we know? I mean, do we know? I think that Eddie Kingston is. He's clearly a person of color. If I had to guess, I would say he was Puerto Rican. But do we know for sure what he is?
I think he is because he used to roll with LAX, I think.
Okay.
Not positive, but I do believe he used to roll with LAX. And it was like him, Santana Ortiz, Homicide, Conan was in it too. I believe so. I'd have to double check, but I think that was the case. But yeah, and then obviously Sting and Darby Allin versus Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page.
Bro, shout out to my wrestling hero Sting, still looking good.
Still looking good
at 62.
It's crazy.
I mean, he had the old school, bro, the leotard on
when he took the shirt off. That was awesome,
bro. So good.
And look, man, a lot of guys, WWE fans they're like, oh, you guys get mad at WWE for bringing old. But the difference is that WWE will bring back The Undertaker or Bill Goldberg and have them fight each other. So now we have a geriatric title match between two 80-year-old men almost killing each other. That's number one. That's number one. 2, they'll bring an old guy back right before WrestleMania, beat the guy who was the champion, and then have him have the belt going into WrestleMania.
Ridiculous.
They bring these old dudes in, and then they run the spots of the younger guys. Sting is here enhancing Darby Allin.
And it's worked.
And he's you know what I'm saying?
And he's also putting over Scorpio Sky and the other dude.
And he's also getting the rub to the younger guys, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. It's not the same at all. So I really wish people would stop saying that. Same with Christian Cage. Christian Cage comes over, he's in the Battle Royal loses to Jungle Boy, gives Jungle Boy the props afterwards for winning. Like it's not the same at all. So I wish people would stop.
I was a little worried about that being the case with Christian Cage, that they might not do it right. But seeing how they put Jungle Boy over with and using Christian Cage as like the leverage, I thought was really dope.
Pro wrestling, man. That's how you do it. You know what I mean? So I thought that was dope. But let's talk about my favorite match of the night, the triple threat match between Kenny Omega, Pac, and Orange Cassidy. Oh my goodness, this match was fire. I loved it. I would give it 5 stars. Thought it was amazing.
I would agree, man. Bro, it was definitely my favorite match of the night, maybe of the year.
It was awesome. Oh my goodness, it was so good. I just think that these 3 guys have so much personality, and they all 3 are amazing wrestlers, and they all had like just awesome spots. I loved this spot where Kenny was trying to dragon suplex Orange Cassidy off the top rope, and he put his hands in his pockets, and then he was just like an immovable object after his hands were in his pockets.
Yo, okay, so you know what, bro? A lot of people were surprised at hey, Orange Cassidy is not just a joke guy. He can actually wrestle.
Oh no, Orange Cassidy can go.
But here's the other thing. I loved how they work, and Kenny is good at this too. I love how they worked in comedy into an actual fantastic wrestling match. That's so rare. You don't see that very often.
Man. And I loved when Orange Cassidy was going for his little like nonchalant kicks, and then Pac just kicked him in the nuts.
Just nutted that nigga immediately. God damn it.
Pac, man, I love this guy. He reminds me of Kota Ibushi in the sense that we always say that like Ibushi's just like a wrestling robot, and that's all he like. Pac's the same way. Like I feel like if you went to Meyer and he was at Meyer, like he would have on his gear, wrestling
no
gear,
doubt,
no shirt, just trunks and
just mean,
just being mean to people.
But hold on, but still following the rules though. Like he gets to the cash register, scowling at the cash register lady, and then just slaps down his money and like snatches the bag and leaves.
In his wrestling gear,
full gear only, always.
I feel like he showers in his wrestling gear, boots and everything.
Sleeps like that.
In it.
Goes to church like that.
It's awesome.
Didn't he come to the AEW like initial press conference in
his wrestling gear? I think he did. I believe so.
Dog, that's hilarious.
He's so good. But this match was awesome. I loved it so much. Definitely one of my favorite matches of the year, if not number 1. I thought it was incredible. The spots were so good. Everybody got some dope moments. I think my favorite spot, bro, was the 450 splash on top of Orange Cassidy, who was being like bridged up by Kenny.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yep. Oh man, you didn't mention the funniest part where this nigga Kenny just beat up the ref because he couldn't wake up Orange Cassidy.
That was hilarious. So Pac has the brutalizer locked in Orange Cassidy, and Kenny was trying to get him off, and he couldn't. So this fool just desperately turns around and punches the ref. Hilarious. The match was fire, bro. The crowd reactions were well deserved, and the finish. Yeah, you get the cheating finish, which I don't like, but the reason it doesn't ruin the match for me is because this, right? Like, I think Jay White is a great wrestler, but I can't watch any of his matches because he cheats so much. And the thing that makes it different is that with Kenny doing this whole heel thing and healing it up and cheating and all this, like, you get the great match first before that stuff happens. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The thing that New Japan does with like Bullet Club stuff and Jay White stuff is you don't get the great match first. You get all that stuff intertwined in the match, and you get that at the end. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I can't deal with it. This is different, in my opinion, because you get the great match first, and then you get the super heel finish. You know what I'm saying? And now we're pissed that Orange Cassidy got robbed. You know what I'm saying? Now we're pissed that Kenny used all the belts to to knock Pac out and basically kill him, which in return makes Pac look strong because he had to hit him with like every belt to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? So I liked it. Hopefully,
and also the cheating, like that's not what actually won the match. Like he still like hit a finisher, hit a move, and then, like that. And there was like 5 more minutes of wrestling that happened after that, and he did like a reversal or something.
And they kind of did it the same in the Britt Baker match too. You know what I'm saying? Where like the cheating doesn't like directly in the match. So I thought it was cool, man. Loved it. Loved the show. Thought it was great. So if you guys get a chance, man, check out Double or Nothing AEW. It's so. Is Double or Nothing AEW's like WrestleMania / Starrcade?
I don't know, man. It's either Double or Nothing, or maybe Double or Nothing is SummerSlam, because I still think All In is the big one.
Okay. Well, All In was only that one. Do they have? I don't think they have a pay.
Or they got it's All Out now.
All Out. Okay.
I don't know. I'm still getting used to. Or fuck, you might be. I don't know.
We gotta figure out which one is the big one.
Because do they even have a schedule, or is it just like whatever?
I think they do kind of have a schedule.
Let's just look it up real quick.
I'm not sure though.
AEW PPV schedule. I think so. The only ones that they've had multiple of are Revolution, Double or Nothing, and All Out. So and Full Gear. So I think those are the big 4 right there.
Okay.
And then they had because they had those the first year too. Double or Nothing, All Out, Full Gear. Then they had stuff like so I don't know, man. So I think it was All In. Now it's changed to All Out.
Yeah, because All In was that first event they did before AEW was the thing.
Yep.
And that's when they had Kenny versus Pentagon. That match was fire. Remember? Yeah, that shit was dope.
So I think the big 4 are going to be, because what they did in 2020 was Revolution, Double or Nothing, All Out, Full Gear.
And Full Gear, okay. Yeah. Got it. So yeah, man, shout out to AEW. And then also real quick, while we're talking about wrestling, New Japan, obviously we talked about how the title got vacated because Ospreay with the injury. They're doing at Dominion coming up, which is one of their biggest pay-per-views. I would say it's probably their second biggest one behind Wrestle Kingdom. Dominion is always fire. And this is also around G1 time, right, which we're not getting because of COVID. I think it's in the fall. But Dominion is usually fire. And they're going to do Okada versus Shingo for the vacant title belt, which I think is awesome, man. I'm a huge Shingo fan, and I think he's been like MVP status of pro wrestling all year. I still think Okada needs to win the belt just because New Japan's been through so much. It's so much like they just been through the ringer the last couple of years. So I think they need like stability and something that people can just get behind instead of trying to like build a new champ right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think Okada should just win that match so they can just have some normalcy for a minute.
I agree.
And maybe he'll trash the new belt and bring back the old one.
I thought you said it grew on you some.
It did, but like that would be dope if he did that. You know what I mean? So that would be cool. But yeah, man, moving on. I don't know if you saw this, but there's a rumor that Nintendo might be doing a Nintendo Direct in the next couple weeks.
I heard, and I know that there's only 2 more Smash characters that are going to be released.
Right. So if they do that, I heard that there may be another Switch console, which kind of annoys me because I don't want to get another one.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get another one.
But I'm kind of annoyed that they still are not announcing Earthbound. Like, come on, man, give us another Earthbound.
Bro, I honestly don't think that's going to happen.
Or Metroid. Like, how is Metroid?
They're going to do Metroid is possible, but okay. I think here's what we need to do, man. I think because the guy who created Earthbound is straight up, he's out, he's done. So either somebody else needs to take hold of the franchise, which I don't know if that's possible.
Right.
But as of right now, it's dead. I mean, the only thing they could do is like release Earthbound 3 or Mother 3, which I think they've already done that. So never mind. Release it in English.
Yeah.
It's the one with Lucas.
It's frustrating.
It is.
I wish they would do something with that. But yeah, man, the next thing I wanted to talk about video game wise, let's talk about this new Horizon trailer.
Yeah.
We both really like Horizon Zero Dawn. It's one of my favorite games ever.
Mine too, man.
I absolutely thought. Now, you just like you said, I do kind of hope this isn't a pump fake, where we get this awesome, amazing looking gameplay, and then we get like the.
You see that.
And then
It's been a minute. We got to let this play out.
And then we get that.
Man, so look, bro, I have a very special relationship with Horizon Zero Dawn. It comes out of a weird place with one of my other favorite series, which is Mass Effect, right? So Mass Effect 4 came out, Mass Effect Andromeda. Everybody knows that was a disappointing game. I was very disappointed by it, even though I was in denial for the longest time. So I was in denial the entire time. Like, man, this game's sweet. Like, y'all tripping, and I kept seeing that they were using this other game to compare it to, and like, hey, Mass Effect Andromeda is trash because look at how sweet this game is. And I'm like, man, fuck that game, bro. And it turns out that game was Horizon Zero Dawn. I was like, man, this shit trash. And I was just hating on it just because they were using it to trash Mass Effect. So one day I'm at Meijer or Walmart or something, and I see that Horizon Zero Dawn is on sale for like $11. Like, let me try this little bullshit ass game, this little weak shit, and see if this shit is all right. But I put that shit in, and then within 5 minutes, I was like, okay, this might be the best game I've ever played. Within 5 minutes, I was like, this might be my favorite game ever. Bro. Like, immediately, like a great character, a super sweaty kind of science fiction-y world and story. Story's ridiculous. Just one of the best combat systems in terms of like, yo, it's you versus Mecha Godzilla, and all you got is a bow and arrow, nigga. Figure it out, type shit. Like that's how the battle system is, and just the satisfaction of peeling the armor plates back and like finding the weakness and shooting the goddamn super Thunderjaw Dragon Zord right in his gearbox. Goddamn it. It's just some of the most satisfying combat of all time. So super excited to see it. And so now it's one of my favorite games, and I was looking forward to the trailer and to the gameplay. And E3 does this sometimes, man. They'll put together, they did it famously with Cyberpunk, unfortunately, where they put together this like perfectly rendered version of the game that is like super souped up, and so I'm a little bit worried. I mean, I'm not worried, but I have my guard up a little bit.
Well, I think now that we have the PS5 out, I don't think it's as much of a scare as it was before,
because it looks like feasible, right? Like it doesn't look crazy that it can look that good. And if it does, then that game might have the best graphics that I've ever seen, right? In terms of like gameplay graphics, but wait a minute,
because a lot of the gameplay was like cutscene, like graphic quality, you know what I mean,
spliced in with action. So if you're playing gameplay that looks as good as the high definition cutscenes, then it's like seamless. You can't tell which is which. Now we're talking. I mean, I think The Last of Us did a really good job. I know you don't like that game as much as I did, but for whatever you want to say about Joel and the whiteness of the story, which is true. Fuck Joel, by the way. In terms of a technical achievement, that game was a masterpiece. In terms of just like the science that goes into gaming, you can't really hate on that. Right. And it looks like Horizon Zero or Horizon Forbidden West, which is it's actually, I think the title is this officially, Horizon 2 Forbidden West. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Okay. But in terms of like technical achievement, it looks like Horizon 2 Forbidden West is knocking on the door of the same kind of stuff. It should exceed it because it's made for PS5. But wait. Some of you motherfuckers. Y'all weird.
Facts.
I mean, hey, let's boycott an entire video game franchise because the main character is not beautiful enough for my standards. First of all, Aloy is perfectly good looking girl. What's the problem? Second of all, the point of the game is not for you to try to fuck her, bro. The point of the game is for her to be a badass super hero.
Also, I don't think there's makeup in a post-apocalyptic world.
I'm telling you, y'all want her to have a full beat.
Jesus,
what is this? And I mean, I'll let you get your piece in, but
it's incel. It's incel, man. That's all it is.
I just want us to get away from this idea, us, right?
Suck.
Get away from the idea that in order for that it's a necessary requirement for a woman protagonist to be physically beautiful by your standards, by your very specific Hollywood supermodel standards, right? And it goes back to the whole like superhero casting. Go get me a big old 6'3", 225 pounds, beat your ass looking ass woman,
right?
And these women they be beautiful too.
And they still be beautiful,
right? And go get me a girl with the physicality that makes it look like she's about to bench press you and be a believable superhero that's gonna kick your teeth down your throat,
right?
Like I don't need her to be a supermodel. That's not what this is about.
That's not what it's about. 100%, bro. I agree. And
just over sexualizing these characters, and yes, it's good that they're not doing that anymore.
And
period.
And that's what the incels want and they need. But yeah, man, I'm excited for it. I thought it looked amazing. I hope they can keep it up.
That's a day one get. That's a day one pre-order
for sure. Day one pre-order. Day one gets. Real quick. Also, man, I was pretty excited to check out Biomutant. Biomutant is a game that is. I think the homie Rails asked about it in the Discord. I have not played it, but this is a game that I've had my eye on that I was waiting for. I know we talked about it off air a little bit. when I looked at the the trailers and the gameplay, this game reminds me of three weird things. It's like a mashup of it reminds me of Breath of the Wild. It reminds me of Ratchet and Clank, and it reminds me of Kung Fu Panda. It's like those three things just kind of meshed together. From watching the gameplay, I mean, it looks like it's got fire customization options, like just crazy. You can pretty much make the character look like whatever you want. Well, weapons as well. I think that it's this, and I mean, it's like this. You're like this little animal character, and I think what it is there's like these different little like tribes, and you have to kind of align yourself with one. But it looks dope, man. I know that the reviews have not came back like super good, but that's why I don't read them, because I have been waiting for this game and I do want to play it for myself. So I'm definitely going to find out for myself. But I do want to play it, so I'm probably going to get into that sometime this week coming up.
Strong.
But real quick, man, Pokemon question.
Okay.
All right. If you were a Pokemon gym leader, what would your type be? And what is your squad of 6? You can have any type you want, but you got to stick to your type for your gym. And let's just say you can get 2 legendaries on there if you.
I've already done this, and I didn't have a legendary.
Ooh, okay.
Because my class is already legendaries, basically. You already know I got to get the Dragon Boys.
Let's go. Oh, dragons. Okay, dragon type gym leader.
And if I had to do 2 legendaries, they would be Rayquaza and probably Dialga.
Oh, Dialga from Diamond and Pearl.
But just in the real world, without the legendaries, here's my squad. I actually spent a lot of time on this.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
So,
as you should.
Here's how I would start. My first one would be Duraludon.
Ooh, the big
skyscraper.
Tower.
The skyscraper. He's not, in terms of stats, not the strongest dragon ever, but he does have super unique typing in Dragon Steel. And also, Dialga has Dragon Steel as well.
Right.
But it makes him, it softens the fairy weakness. But it brings up a few other weaknesses, but the main threat to dragons is fairies, and it kind of it softens that to some extent.
Right.
He's got some powerful offensive moves, Flash Cannon, and the standard dragon stuff, Outrage, Dragon Claw, etc. He's a really high special attacker, so actually Outrage wouldn't work. I don't know what is his dragon move. Maybe Dragon Pulse.
Yeah, Dragon Pulse, Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor is a awesome move.
That's physical attacker though, isn't it?
Not special.
Is it? Okay.
It just has a really big drawback. I think it like lowers your special attack.
And it also is not that it's not that accurate. You're right, Draco Meteor, that is the one. But Flash Cannon, I think, would be his bread and butter.
Yeah, because he's steel too, right?
Yep, Steel Dragon. Yep, high special attacker. So then my next in the order, I know this is not one of your guys, but in terms of competitive balance, bro, it's got to be Dracofish.
I hate that thing.
If you get past Duraludon, you got Dracofish, and if you don't take him out in one hit, it's a wrap.
Right.
It's over with. He's got Fiendish Rend, which doubles in power if he goes second, or
you have to one hit kill him, or
it's over with. Actually, I think the way the move works is either if you go first or second, the move doubles, but I can't remember. It's one or the other. I don't remember which.
Yeah.
So then next would be the meat. See, this is probably
the meat.
This guy would probably be my best. I think he's the single best.
Yeah.
Dragon that I have, but in terms of strategy, I would put him in the middle, the meat of the battle, and that would be Dragapult.
That's my guy, man.
Ghost Dragon.
Dragapult.
Probably my favorite dragon Pokemon ever.
Okay.
Crazy fast, best dragon physical attack in the game by a mile.
Yes,
with
Dragon Dart's one of the best moves ever.
100% accurate, 100 power. And you can also cloak him down with the Phantom Force, which is the best ghost physical attacking move.
You can also give him Sucker Punch, man.
Yes,
very useful.
My Dragapult has a Sucker Punch as well. Yeah, so Dragapult will be next. Then we've got the final three are the I would say Dragapult is one of the heavy hitters, but these guys are definitely the two last pillars. The three last pillars. You got Gyarados, who is not technically a dragon, but he's got so many dragon moves, and he fucking looks like a dragon.
That's still cheating because he's not a dragon. But
I mean, bro, there's a dragon. Bro, okay, hold on. There is a dragon gym leader who flat out has a Gyarados.
I know.
So if he gets to use it, then fucking so do I.
He should be a dragon. I don't know why they did that.
He has two.
But he looks more like a dragon than
almost any other
Pokemon.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
And at least the game is smart enough to let him use dragon type moves.
Bro. Yeah, I get you. It's just annoying because he should be a dragon.
Well, more on that in a second. More on that on should be a dragon in a second.
Right.
So yeah, we already know about Gyarados, one of the best offensive sweepers ever. Just a fucking powerhouse. So then I haven't decided who's going to be my last guy, but I think in terms of I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, so my second to last guy will be Mega Salamence.
Oh, I like Salamence.
Flying dragon. I think he's one of the straight up strongest in terms of just numbers, non-legendary Pokemon in the game. I think he's flat out stronger in terms of his. I think he's like a base stat total of like 680, which is higher than a lot of legendaries.
It's like the pseudo legendary numbers.
So with that in mind, give me the mega version, which doubles his like attack power, and he's also incredibly fast. He's gonna be hard to get by. And then finally, the guy who's gonna bring up the rear, and in this particular case is a dragon, should have been one the entire time. Charizard X.
Ooh,
Fire Dragon.
Wow, that's a tough squad right there.
Yeah, man. Until the emergence of the fairy type, Fire Dragon typing is literally has no weaknesses.
Right.
Fairy makes it a little bit less viable than it would have been before, but still, like, it eliminates the ice weakness. The dragon weakness is manageable. And bro, it's fucking black and blue Charizard. Like, what else you want? Right.
Agreed.
So yeah, that's the squad: Dragapult, Charizard X, Gyarados, Dracofish, Salamence, and Duraludon.
I like it. Boom. That's fire. All right, man. So yeah, I love water type, but my favorite, I gotta be honest, I would of course be a fighting gym leader. I would be a fighting gym leader. I'm gonna do the same thing you did, man. No legendaries. Let's go. My first one this is my point guard. I would go with Hitmontop. One of my all-time favorite Pokemon. He's gonna start off. Hitmontop's got good defense. He got good special defense. Sometimes he'll take a hit for you. But you already know I get mad priority moves: Mach Punch, Bullet Punch. Then you got a super strong stab move, high jump kick, and then I like to run triple axle on him. And then he's got with the technician ability. It gets stronger every hit. It hits 3 times. That's a killer for dragons and some other types that are weak to ice. That's my guy.
Strong.
And my second one that's on the squad. This is the muscle. This is my muscle here. You already know, man. Machamp. I love Machamp. G-Max Machamp is a beast. Another one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Again, I like to get Bullet Punch from Machamp. Then just a bunch of element coverage. You know what I'm saying? Ice Punch, Probably, I like to do either Thunder Punch or Fire Punch, depending on
coverage.
And then probably close combat. But it depends, man. If you run Guts, I'm going close combat. But if he has the no guard ability, probably Dynamic Punch, because it's only 50 accuracy, but it hits every time if you run no guard. So. And it doesn't have the same. It's strong, and it doesn't have the drawback that close combat has, where it lowers your defense. So,
and also, there's more than 5 of them.
Yeah, for sure. And also, Machamp hits like a truck.
He hits like several trucks.
So I love
4
Machamp.
trucks, as a matter of fact.
My only complaint is that Machamp doesn't learn Mach Punch. I think that is complete trash, because one of the main things when you look at his Pokedex entry is that he can throw like 1,000 punches in like a second.
Yeah.
And it's like, why can he not do Mach Punch? Because it would be cheating, because it would be stab, and it would be a priority move, and he would be knocking your block off.
I think the reason why is because even though that might be just a difference between the game lore versus the technical part of the game, where he doesn't have a high speed, right? Like, he's not a fast Pokemon.
But he punches fast. So what are we doing?
They don't have a punch speed metric. It's only speed in general.
Right. Like, Gyarados should be a dragon, and Machamp should have Mach Punch. Then next on the squad, we got Mega Blaziken.
Strong.
Let's go, man. One of my favorite Pokemon, firefighting. Got my first dual type speed boost. That's it.
Rap.
Then coming at number 4, man, we got Lucario, another dual type fighting steel. Lucario's awesome. Good special attacker, and he's a good balanced attacker, man. You could go with like I like to do with Lucario. I like to do like close combat, and then give him like Thunder Punch, and then give him 2. He's got the decent special attack too, even if you max out the attack. So I usually like to give him Aura Sphere and Flash Cannon. So shout out to Lucario.
Aura Sphere never misses. Also,
nope. So shout out to Lucario. Then at number 5, I got to do it, man. I got to go with another fighting fire type. I got Infernape with the Iron Fist ability. Powers up all the punch moves, and I just give them all punches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fire punch, Thunder punch. Yep, all the punches. So shout out to Infernape. Then my last spot, man, this was kind of tough because I love a lot of other fighting types, but I think my last spot would have to go to my man Hawlucha. And I love Mienshao, so shout out to Mienshao. But just if I'm a gym leader, I need another 2 types so I can have some coverage. Hawlucha is fighting and flying. My pro wrestling homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Got some good flying moves. He's got good speed, and he hits pretty hard too. So I love Hawlucha. So shout out to Hawlucha. He would be in that 6th spot, and Mienshao would be like my first like off the bench gunner. Yeah. And then so that would be my squad, man. I would be a fighting gym leader, and
Garchomp would be my first off the bench.
Okay, yeah, that's dope. And I would roll with Hitmontop, Machamp, Mega Blaziken, Lucario, Infernape, and Hawlucha, man. That would be the squad. Fighting gym. Boom. All right, man. It's time for one of our favorite parts of the show. It's time for You Can Only Pick 3. Let's do it.
All right. Pulling it up right now. pod poop. Oh, sorry. Yeah. See some video games.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Got some open worlders. Talking about some open world games earlier. We're excited for the new Horizon game. Talking about Biomutant. So let's look at some recent kind of last few years, some of the sweetest open world games. Let's go, man. What are you looking at?
Tough. This is tough, but
what are you looking at?
I see a really, really tough decision that I'm gonna have to make, but I feel confident in making it.
Boom.
So here's what we got. First thing we got is my first keeper, Breath of the Wild. Favorite Zelda game of all time, maybe one of the best open world games of all time, period.
Boom.
Straight up. Enough said. Assassin's Creed Origins with my man Bayek, the black assassin, the black African Egyptian assassin.
Yeah.
Send these niggas to the doo-wop, goddamn. Tough out for this one. It's not gonna make the team. Only because there are a couple of games that I like better. That's all. Nothing, no fault of his own. The next Assassin's Creed Odyssey is good too. It's a little too big. Actually, I understand why people think it's too big, but I just stopped playing after I beat it, so it wasn't that big to me. Then we got Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. This is another tough out, but the thing is, I don't really consider this an open world game.
Ah, really?
Technically,
I guess technically
they say it is, but like it's still mission format. Yeah, they drop you off, and here's the thing you got to do, and once you're done, you're out of there.
Agreed.
It's a great Metal Gear Solid game. Probably my second or third favorite Metal Gear Solid game. In terms of open world games, doesn't make this list. Then we got The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Still haven't beat that game, so it can't be in my top 3. Simple as that. It's fire though. It sets a standard for
a lot of
open world games for sure. Then we got my next keeper, Ghost of Tsushima.
Boom.
We've talked about this before. Best combat system. So here's the thing, man. This game isn't going to make my list off the strength of it being an open world game, because I actually think in terms of the open worldness, that's not what makes it stand out. That part was pretty by the numbers. The thing that makes it stand out is the aesthetic and the combat. Unlike anything that I've ever played. When I say the aesthetic, I just mean the world is just so beautiful. And that in the combination with like how violent and how crisp and responsive the combat is, just makes for it a wonderful experience. I need to talk about a couple of games here. Cyberpunk was betrayed by its management and its leadership. We don't know what that game could have been. It's really unfortunate sort of it just represents an unfortunate reality of where the future of gaming can go if y'all niggas keep making it about making bread and not making good games.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Well said.
Like this, Cyberpunk has the bones and the lore of one of the great games of all time, right? Like I'm still, it's so good that despite, and I'm one of the people who had a good experience with Cyberpunk. I thought it was really good. But I started getting disappointed when I learned what it was supposed to be, which is crazy. Like that game was fire. It was so good for my experience because I had it on PS5, which is almost as good as playing it on PC. It was like a 9 out of 10 game. But when I figured out all the shit that they cut out of it, like, bro, that game was getting ready to be one of the great games of all time.
Right.
Like it was getting ready to be like franchise, like industry changing. The way that they were talking, like I when they first started talking about this game, I get why they were saying the things that they were saying, because what they had planned was gonna be like next level shit. But I don't know which rich white person at the top of the charts or at the top of the business chart said, "Hey, I'm impatient. Give me my money now, you guys." Bro, I'm not gonna turn this into a cyberpunk podcast, but there were reports that once they got the timeline, the guys who were working on the game were like, they thought it was a joke. They were like, "Nigga, this shit ain't gonna be done for like 2 years, bro. Like, you want this shit to come out at the end of this year?"
Yeah.
No, not gonna be able to do it.
No,
not gonna be able to do it. Like, they were stunned. This game had at least another like 6 to 12 months of work to do before they put it out. But the point is, the game had so much dope shit built on top of so much dope shit that I'm excited about the future of the game. I think that there's still a lane for Cyberpunk to succeed, but not on this list. It can't make it. Red Dead Redemption 2. I know you don't love that game. I like it well enough. I think it's a really beautiful game. It's very slow.
Did you like it more than the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
I did, only because let me start by saying that I'm not a big Red Dead Redemption universe guy. Like I thought the first one was good, but it didn't really blow me away because I'm not like a Wild Wild West ass nigga like that. But just the graphics and the how big and alive the world was, and the fact you get to shoot KKK members and gain morality points for it.
That's facts.
You can't really hate on that. And the story was a really good story too. It was a really, really well told story. But just the Wild Wild West aesthetic is only going to get you so far in my book. So that can't make the list. Here's the toughest out of them all. Spider-Man Miles Morales just misses the cut. And here's why. From a open world perspective, right? Actually, no. From open world perspective, that shit's a masterpiece. So I can't even say that. I just think that if you had given me a full game, even though it was dope, right? Like that was not a complaint anymore. When I first went into this game, I thought, man, wow, like this is really going to cheat me out of my money because I expect a full Peter Parker treatment, right? But you didn't. You got a very well told story with the best representation in gaming that I've ever seen. And some of the, like playing the PS5 version, just like graphically is like unlike anything we had seen up until that point. It still might be one of the best graphical games ever. Combat crazy, traversal crazy, open world crazy, everything crazy. But if I'm comparing it to Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a bigger game with a bigger world, I have to give a like 99 points to 100 to 99.9 points to Horizon Zero Dawn. Right. Only because if they had done Miles Morales at the same scale that they did the first Spider-Man for PS5, I think I would probably flip them. I think I would have Spider-Man just edging out Horizon Zero Dawn by just a little bit. But I can't, like it, I just feel like I would be disrespecting where Horizon Zero Dawn is going, especially if this second game can be as good as it looks like it's gonna be. I can't give Miles, even though he's in my top 5 for as far as superheroes now, I can't give that game, which is not a full experience, the edge over Horizon Zero Dawn. This is probably the hardest cut I've ever had to make. But I got to stick to my guns, bro. Breath of the Wild and Ghost of Tsushima are pillars. They're not going anywhere. The only one that had a shot was Horizon Zero Dawn and Miles. And just off the sake of scale and the fact that we've never seen anything like Horizon before, Horizon gets us the nod by an eyelash.
Boom.
What do you got?
That's tough. All right, let's go. Breath of the Wild, love it. Just a masterpiece of an open world game. Beautiful to look at. Like tons and tons of just customization items. Like, man, so many armors, so many weapons, so many different looks that you can have for Link. Just a really dope game, man. Just one of the most complete open world games ever.
Yep.
And I love the environment, so interactive. Like you can literally interact with everything. I think that's
you can
really
cut
dope.
the grass.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. It's just amazing. Then we got Assassin's Creed. That's Odyssey, right?
This is Origins.
This is
the Egypt one.
The Egypt one with Bayek. Dope main character. Cool story. I'm not crazy about the Assassin's Creed games. Like I like them, but this not gonna make it. Still dope game. Then we got the Metal Gear Solid. I played this on PS4. I didn't. It came out on PS3, didn't it? When it first came out. I don't know.
No, Ground Zeroes.
Okay.
Which is like the prequel to this came out on PS4.
Okay, yeah. One of the sweetest stealth games ever.
It might have also came out on PS3, by the way. I'm not sure.
This game's dope. Really sweet combat. It's a really good stealth game. Awesome.
Solid Snake got hands in this game.
Super mega ultra hyper hands.
He be
Wing Chun.
dismantling niggas, dog.
Yes,
like
bro.
straight.
That's awesome. Really good game. We got The Witcher 3. Just a huge game. I played it, never beat it, never finished it. The map is intimidating.
Yeah.
But I mean, I recognize the influence that this game has had, and you get a game like Breath of the Wild because of this game.
Yep.
But then we got my first keeper. We all know this is my favorite game of all time. I'm not even going to talk about it. Ghost of Tsushima. Love it. Favorite game of all time. That's all I'm going to say. Story, just the beautiful landscape. The world is amazing. The best combat ever in a game that I've ever played. Then we got Horizon Zero Dawn, man, a game that I loved. I think this game is awesome as well. Just a great experience, beautiful to look at. Really, I love the combat on here too. It's really just perfect. Like it's not. It's very. It's very responsive. I guess
sure.
Kind of in the same way that Ghost of Tsushima is. Like they perfected the combat style in Horizon Zero Dawn. Then we got Cyberpunk, which I didn't play, so I can't really say nothing about it. I just don't like. I'm not a fan of the first person games, so that kind of turned me off. My
God, bro! And that's the biggest one that broke my heart.
Right.
They built this game to be a cyberpunk version of Witcher 3.
Right.
Fuck you, dog. Are you crazy? What are y'all doing? All right, man, go ahead.
And then we got Spider-Man Miles Morales, which I love this game so much. Mm-hmm. This is actually gonna be my second keeper, man. I get that it's not a full game, but like as far as a compact like experience, I thought it was just a compact, and it didn't lose anything for me that the first Spider-Man game had. And I think Miles is better, and I think he's got better powers, and I like the story better here as well. So
Black.
Goddamn. Love it. That's my second keeper. Then we got Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm not a cowboy, so I never played it. So my third keeper is gonna be Horizon Zero Dawn.
Hey.
I'm going with Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Horizon Zero Dawn here. Let's go. All right, man. Tier list time. What's it gonna be? This is gonna be a fun one. I'm kind of excited to do this one. Let's go.
All right, let's pull it up.
What did we do last week? Last week we did the MCU Heroes, which I thought was good. I thought we kind of nailed that one.
Hey, I love it. AEW roster.
AEW roster. Let's get it. Current AEW roster. Let's go, man. I think the tiers are fine. Real quick before we get started, I'm gonna go back and make a change to my fighting gym team, dog. I gotta put Mienshao in there. I'm sorry, I gotta have Mienshao in there instead of Halucha at the end. So it's gonna be Himotama, Chan Mega Blazer, Ken Lucario, Infernape, and Mienshao. Gotta have the speed. Gotta have the annoying fake out move. Whoosh, makes them flinch at the beginning, then you get another attack. Mienshao, man, in there at the 6th spot. Let's go. AEW roster tier list. What do we have here? We're just gonna go alphabetical.
Yeah, let's just do it from the top.
Let's get it.
Abaddon.
So we got Abaddon. Weird gimmick. Not impressed by her in the ring. I think
know.
I'm gonna just go E tier. Haven't not impressed. We got
Adam Page.
We got Hangman Adam Page. Remember, we got to follow the rules. We got to protect S tier.
Yeah, he's not S tier yet.
I think Hangman is a solid A tier though, man. I think ever since he put the pants on,
bro, it changed everything. I went from flat out not liking him to liking him all the way.
It has changed a lot, and I love his interaction with the Dark Order. And he's a great wrestler in the ring. It's never been about his ability in the ring. It's been a character thing for me.
Here, I'm gonna make a change to because I already see a problem coming that I don't want to happen. What the fuck is going on? What even is that? See what I'm saying?
Gosh, it's such a terrible design. You can't even type.
Not a wrestler.
Boom. Okay, good. Love it. We need that.
Oh shit, this is where I always fuck up. Okay. Oh, so it's already there. So
it's already there. So it's already there.
Boom. All right.
All right, we're good. Let's go.
All right. This will come out. You'll see when this comes in handy. So next one we got is Alan Angels.
Alan Angels from Dark Order.
I don't know a lot about him.
D tier. I like Dark Order, but not.
Speaking of which, Alex Reynolds.
E tier.
I don't even know who this is.
Who's that?
Oh, this is the bunny.
That's the bunny. I haven't seen enough of her, man. Like, is she a manager? Is she a wrestler? like very.
I've seen her do. She wrestled once.
Unclear. I remember when she wrestled. I'd put her in E tier too because I haven't seen enough.
Angelico.
Hey man, and Helico was awesome. I love the hybrid too. I like him, and I think they're dope. I would like to see a lot more of them.
Isn't Jack Evans like the better of the two though?
He's the more athletic. I think Helico might be a better, like, just all around wrestler. He actually, I don't know if you remember, but he had a really good match against Kenny Omega, I think, for that AAA belt, like last year or something. It was a good match. I like Angelico, man. I would put him in B tier, straight up. I like him. But we can go C tier, but I think he's a good wrestler.
Anna Jay.
Anna Jay was on her way to doing some really dope stuff before she got hurt. I like Anna Jay. I would go. We gotta.
We've got a lot of people. We gotta protect. We kind of gotta protect A and S tier.
I would go C tier. Yeah, Anna Jay.
All right,
we could drop my man's from Dark Order down to E tier.
So then we got Anthony Bowens, the other guy from the whatever that
from the Acclaimed.
The Acclaimed, yeah.
Better wrestler of the two. Better athlete. I go C tier.
Okay, then we got Austin Gunn. Haven't really seen him do shit. He can actually rap.
I know that's Billy Gunn's. Who's this? Austin Gunn?
Yeah, he actually can rap. Like,
he can rap.
Yeah, like, I mean, for a person that's not an actual rapper, but he sounds like the closest to an actual rapper out of any of these people who think they can rap.
I've never heard him.
Yeah, he's not bad.
I haven't seen enough of him on AEW, so
me neither.
I guess I would just put him in the E slot.
Awesome Kong.
I mean, just put not a wrestler because she hasn't. I mean, she is a wrestler, but she hasn't been on there. So
I agree.
Yeah.
Big Swole.
I'm a fan of Big Swole,
Me
man.
too.
I think Big Swole's a good wrestler. I think she's B tier, bro. I think she's one of the best women on the roster.
All right, so this next one is why I created the Not a Wrestler. I know y'all hate Brandy Rhodes. I get it. Actually, I don't know if I get it all the way, but I know that she's very unpopular. Here's what we're not going to do. I get really uncomfortable with how we shit on this black woman who's doing whatever she wants on her fucking show and her fucking company.
Word.
I can't hate on that. So I'm just going to put her in Not a Wrestler. She obviously is not a good wrestler, but who cares? Like, she is a black woman who is not trying to be no weird, like, hey, I'm just going to downplay that. No, like, she's a real black woman doing whatever the fuck she wants on her show. I'm fine with that.
Right.
Brandon Cutler.
Ooh, I'm
getting disrespected so much.
Brandon Cutler in D tier. I think he's getting disrespected so much, but I think he's a better wrestler than some other people. So
for sure, I agree.
D tier.
Brian Cage.
I think Cage is B tier, man.
I agree. I like him a lot.
I like Cage. Phenomenal athlete, good wrestler. I'm excited to see what happens next with him kind of breaking away from this task thing.
Okay, man. Now we have a person to talk about for A tier. I don't know about S tier, but A tier.
Britt Baker.
Yeah. Do we have to put the champions in S tier?
No.
Of course. What are you, crazy?
No, but I think Britt Baker has worked her way up to A tier, man.
Agreed.
I think she has been very good. I think she's A tier, man. She's came a long way.
I agree. This is tough, man. What do we do with Brody Lee?
Rest in peace to Brody Lee. He's S tier, man. Come on, bro. Rest in peace to Brody Lee. I think that he was obviously. I think to this day, I think was the most exciting AEW signing, and it really it just broke my heart that he finally got all that stuff with no fans, because I think him being revealed as the Exalted One in front of a packed house would have got an unbelievable reaction from the fans.
I agree, man. You're right about that. Okay, Cash Wheeler.
Cash Wheeler, man, this is the revival. So, all right, are we gonna do tag teams as a whole, or are we gonna do them as singles wrestling?
I think it makes, because these niggas don't never wrestle by themselves.
So as a tag team, I think I know you're not crazy about them,
but I respect them.
I think they're an A tier tag team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like that type of wrestling that much, but I understand their importance.
They're a classic style tag team.
All right, Chris Jericho.
F tier. I hate this dude. I'm sorry, bro. I don't like him, and I don't like him because of the person he is. And okay, that's fine. Let's keep it wrestling. Is he a good personality? Yes. Is he? I don't think he's been a good wrestler for several years. I don't think
he's way past that.
And he's way past that. So I'm gonna let you handle this one.
I would say, I mean, I think, and you know me, bro. I'm obviously super off it. I just have to. I want to respect the tier list, and that also means like it's hard to put a nigga 20-year career, 40-year career Chris Jericho in F tier. Mm-hmm. But the fact that his wrestling skills have deteriorated so much, it's hard for me to put him any higher than B tier.
C tier, front of C tier for me.
Fair enough.
Yep.
He also is a shitty person. Yeah,
he is. So that's why we're gonna put him in F tier.
Christopher Daniels.
I think I think Christopher Daniels is just age, man. Like he has also just really declined. He used to be really good. I put him in D tier.
All right.
But we got to wait, because are we gonna do him and Frankie Kazarian together?
Well, I think they're done, right?
Well, they're done. Yeah. So boom.
Chuck Taylor,
man. Chucky T. He's a good wrestler.
Agreed. Oh wait a minute. Do we have to put him?
We got to do him and Trent together.
Trent? Question mark. I like these guys, man.
I do too. Best friends. I think they're a good tag team. I go B tier for best friends.
Boom. Trent also sneaky, really good wrestler.
Yeah, for sure.
Cody.
I can't stand Cody. I also don't like that Cody's like doing springboard cutters now either, because that's like not his style. And I remember when he wrestled, who did he wrestle? Pentagon, I think, and he was like doing destroyers. Like, come on, bro, why are you biting Lucha Libre? You're not a. I just don't like Cody. I would put. I get it, but I think he's very C tier. But I would understand him going in B.
Bro, we got to put him in B tier. We put him at the back of B tier.
Okay.
I think I like him as a wrestler more than you do. I don't know, bro. I don't know that I understand the Cody hate. Like, maybe it's just because I haven't been a fan of him for very long. But the stuff that I've seen of him,
I just don't like him. I'm not a fan of him as a wrestler. I think he just annoys me, man.
Some people have that. Some people just rub niggas the wrong way, and I respect that. Whatever that thing is hasn't happened for me yet. So I think he's fine. Like, he's not my favorite guy by any means, but but the reaction to Cody has always been like, I don't know if I see what y'all are saying, but I trust your judgment. So we'll put him at the back of B tier. Colt Cabana.
D tier. I think he's we talked about this other day. I get Colt Cabana. But just for what he's doing on AEW right now, I think it's D tier.
If you can accept him as a comedy guy, he's entertaining, he's funny, but whatever. Like, that's not my favorite way to wrestle or way to like watch wrestling. I don't even know who this is. I guess this is this is the other Gunn kid, Colton Gunn.
E. I don't know.
All right, whatever. Okay, man, Dante Martin. This guy is actually really good.
So let's find his tag partner.
They're right here.
I
Top
like
Flight.
B tier for me. I think Top Flight is really good, and I think they will be a really good tag team.
I think here's what I think is going to happen. Whenever they kind of break up or change Jurassic Express to give Jungle Boy his title space, I think they're going to step in as the next guys.
Word up.
Darby, first S tier.
Darby Allin is S tier, man.
Or second S tier.
Character work, just awesome. His vignettes videos are the best ones in not just AEW, but like maybe ever in wrestling.
Yep.
Is that like him? Does he put those together?
I think so. I think he's got like a film school background or something like that.
Yeah, and he's also the first time I saw him wrestle, I was really impressed by he's a good wrestler.
For sure.
He's a maniac, but he's really good in the ring,
got
man.
Some tech.
Very, very surprisingly, very, very good. Athletic, explosive, quick, fast, awesome in the ring. He's S tier for sure.
Dustin Rhodes.
We got Legend here.
I think he's the best of all the old guys.
I do too. I think he still has the best power slam ever in wrestling.
Love it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go C tier.
He got to go above Jericho.
He can go above Jericho though.
Eddie Kingston,
man. This is another one we got to talk about. Mike Goat, I think, in AEW right now. We just talked about how he has really shown he's a good wrestler. He can go too. I think he's.
Oh wait a minute! I just realized that
I'll put Jack Evans with Angelico. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. I think Eddie is fringe A tier, man.
So how do you want to
think?
Do you want to put him at the beginning of B for now or the end of A? What do you want to do?
Let's put him at the end of A, man.
Strong. Emi Sakura.
D tier.
She's sort of an OG too.
Yeah, she's an OG.
And then we got Evil Uno. He's my least favorite of the.
I think Evil Uno is also my least. I would put him in D tier.
Yeah. Frankie Kazarian. He's a guy who I've never been really high on.
I put him in C tier. Better than Christopher Daniels, but still not a guy that I'm like super high on.
Hikaru Shida.
I think Shida is A tier, man.
Agreed.
I think she's A tier. She's a good wrestler. Did a very good job as the champ. Yep. She's A tier.
Where is
right there, Mark Quinn?
Where is he at?
Right, keep going right there. So Private Party, I think Private Party's C tier. I think.
Oh no, really?
I think they have just been like. I don't like what they're doing right now. I think
agree.
They're amazing though.
Yeah,
wrestlers. I just don't like what they're doing right now, and I think that's the only. I think it's annoying me.
That sucks, man. I love them, and I agree that how they're being used right now. Are one of them injured?
Because I don't know, but right now, like I actually prefer Top Flight over them, and
sure.
I don't think that was the case 2 months ago.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Jade
Cargill.
Haven't really seen enough of her. I think she obviously looks incredible. I think her in-ring work needs a little work. Not a huge fan of her gimmick.
They clearly believe in her.
They believe in her. She's being presented as a monster right now. Yeah. I would put her in C tier.
I think that's fair. Jake Hager. He's grown on me a lot. I didn't like him at first.
He's grown on me too. Still not a fan.
Yeah.
I just don't think for him to be such a big part of inner circle, I don't think he's had that like defining match yet. So I'd put him in C tier.
I think he got better when they let him talk. I know he's got a lisp and everything, but he's funny. Yeah, like he's got a nice personality.
I agree with that.
So do we want to put Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss together because they're tagging right now?
I think we could do them separately.
Okay.
Joey Janela, I mean, he is what he is. I've never been a huge fan of him.
Yeah, me neither.
I think he's I don't know.
I would put him in D tier probably.
D tier.
John Silver.
He's kind of an indie darling, but
is he?
I've never really been a fan of him though.
Me
like
either.
he's just I think that's fine. John Silver, a big fan of John Silver, man. I think I'm putting John Silver B tier, bro.
Yeah,
I think he's got a lot of
he's
potential.
one of the young guns that's going to be a big deal later.
I really like John Silver. Hilarious.
John Moxley.
I think Moxley has a case for S tier. I would put him in A tier though, because we got to protect S tier. Had the first good, in my opinion, title reign. Mm-hmm. And I just he's grown on me a lot. He's grown on me a lot. That's all I can say.
Okay, man. Jungle Boy. Now hold on. Y'all know I love Jungle Boy. No relation. Actually, yes, relation. I don't know if he's ready for S tier yet.
I don't think he's ready for S tier, but I think Jungle Boy is A tier for sure.
No doubt.
Awesome wrestler, awesome gimmick, awesome tag team, awesome theme song.
Yep.
Has awesome look.
So I think that he is such a different case though that we can take him out of Lucha Express. Jurassic Express for this.
He's I agree.
And why don't we put Marco
Stunt?
Marco
Stunt with Luchasaurus.
I'll find him. So Kenny Needless
obviously S tier,
top of S tier,
GOAT.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say, man. GOAT.
Kip Sabian.
Kip Sabian. I think he's better than Joey Janela, but they still kind of I put him in D tier. I think they're the same caliber. Hey, man, hear me out. I think that Chris Statlander, I know that she hasn't had, I'll put her in A tier for now, but I think she's got S tier potential.
I agree, for sure.
I think she has S tier potential for sure.
Next we got Lance Archer. He's grown on me. I didn't like him at all at first.
I think Lance Archer is a good wrestler. I think they need to get him the heck away from Jake Roberts. I would go, dang, man.
Oh, we forgot about Max Platinum, Max Caster. Put him wherever we put the
other
him
guys. With his tag partner. I think Lance is either high C tier or low B tier.
I put him in B tier. He's grown on me lately.
Yeah. He's a good wrestler too.
Lee Johnson, or Shoddy Lee, is that his name?
I haven't seen enough of him.
I've seen enough to think to be encouraged by him, but he's a wooden Indian chief in terms of his like personality. He's got some ricochet going on.
Okay.
So that doesn't get him any higher than D tier for now. But he's obviously gonna be. I think in terms of the young black guy, the black talent, he's probably got the most upside.
Word up. Okay.
Leva Bates,
not a wrestler. I'd put her in there. I know her actually. I met her before. She hosted a rap show I did in Chicago with Mega Ran.
I know. Yeah, I saw that she is cool with Mega Ran on the gram.
Then we got Jurassic Express without Jungle Boy. I mean, I love them. I put them B tier, man. Too good. I think Luchasaurus is really good, but he's got some work to do as far as like the in between moments of his spots in matches. You know what I'm saying? Who's that?
Luther.
F.
I've never even seen him wrestle.
Bro, terrible. Who's that?
Matt Hardy.
I guess he can go with the other old guys, or do we put him in D tier? Matt needs to stop wrestling.
I would put him in C tier with the. I guess. Wait, where are the old guys at?
They're C tier.
Yeah, I'll put him there. I don't like this new.
I don't like the money mat thing. Either.
Yeah, me neither. I thought the Damascus mat was. He was at least funny. I mean, he hasn't been a good wrestler in like 10 years, but he's at least entertaining.
Yeah, and right now he's not.
All right, Young Bucks. Is this a S tier team?
Young Bucks S tier for sure. Not even close. I think they're S tier, man. I think the Young Bucks got to be S tier. One of the best tag teams. Annoying little rich white kid thing going on, but
they're great though.
They're great. Yep.
How does it go? Like that? Are they pointing away from each other? Or are they pointing towards each other?
I think Matt's usually on the right, so probably there you go.
Okay, boom. All right, Matt Sydal.
I love Matt Sydal, man. I think he's a great wrestler. I know they got him kind of tagging with his brother right now, but like, what are we really going off of? Because I think I want to put him in B tier, but I would accept C tier for Sydal.
I like him too. He's got some kicking tech.
Yeah.
So that's fine with B tier.
Like it.
Mel, who the fuck is that?
Mel is, I don't know, put her in, not a wrestler. Never, haven't seen her. I think that's the girl that's used to be with, I don't know. They did some weird, remember when Brandy was doing that weird Nightmare Collective thing?
Oh, yeah.
She was in that.
So,
Nakazawa.
Is he not a wrestler?
I mean, he wrestles, but F.
Okay.
I saw him rub baby oil on himself one time, so somebody couldn't grab him.
That's hilarious. All right, Miro.
S tier.
Really?
I think he's S tier, man. He's the biggest, he's the most intimidating guy on the roster. He's a great wrestler.
I like Miro a lot. I don't know.
You know if he S tier?
We'll see, because we do have to protect it.
If we protect an S tier, let's go A for now.
For now, okay, because we got some
guys coming up.
We got at least a few guys that we need to talk about.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because I see. Oh, you're right. I see three acts that are S tier right now.
Okay. All right. So are we going to talk about maybe one of these guys in MJF?
I hate MJF.
Me too.
But that means he's doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
I would put him in A tier just because. Go to S tier right now. If you go to S tier right now, everybody in S tier has the combination of the act and the in ring. Like, and I mean, great in the ring. I think MJF is good in the ring, but I need to see more. He's been living off of gimmick matches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you.
Stampede.
I'll just wonder though. We don't have any heels in
Kenny's a heel.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Brody Lee was technically a heel. Young Bucks are heels. What you mean?
I'm just thinking of them as like, when I think of the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega,
MJF ain't going in my S tier, bro.
I don't. Okay, wait a minute. Let's break it down. Why do you hate? Because he is much better in the ring than you give him credit for.
He is, and I admitted that. But I don't think that he's.
Why? Based on what? Because he's an asshole?
Because he lives off gimmick matches. I haven't seen him have he's got one match that impressed me with Jungle Boy, and that's it. Other than that, every match he's had it's gimmick matches, bro. They're all gimmick matches. All of them.
What do you mean gimmick match?
Gimmick match, like a cage match or a stadium stampede match or a no holds barred match. Like that's all he's been doing.
I just think that we can do this. I will yield to your expertise as the wrestling guy, but he's clearly going to be the top guy in the company.
I need to see more.
Okay,
I need to see more.
I think this is a little bit of Noveliss wrestling snob stubbornness right now, a little bit. But it's obvious that he's going to be the top heel in the company. Like it's not even a question.
Yeah, but does that mean that he's gonna be? I need to see more in the ring. That's all. I do. I gotta admit it. I need to see more in the ring.
I mean, I really think he's a far better wrestler than you give him credit for.
I already said that. I gave him credit for being better than I thought, and I saw that in the Jungle Boy match. I think last year.
Me too. He really fantastic.
Yeah, I think he's a better wrestler, but he just don't do it for me, man. Like he does for a lot of other people.
Well, that's the thing that I'm like. I just don't want us to hold behind.
Well, it's not just because I hate him, because that means like I think he's an incredible heel. It's just the wrestling, bro. Like I have never been invested in his matches outside of that match against Jungle Boy. That's the only match that I've seen of his that I liked.
I just don't want.
Like I didn't care for the Cody stuff. Like I didn't care for.
The thing that I worry about is that it's going to be clear that he can wrestle,
like
soon.
The ring thing. Like I said, he's just living off of gimmick matches, bro. Like I need to see. I got to see more. I do.
Fair enough. There's two things that I worry about. I don't want us to hold the fact that he's an asshole against him when that's his entire.
No, I'm not.
Gimmick.
Because that's why I'm giving him the most props for. It's because he's an amazing heel.
And also like I think that like. It's going to become really clear that he can wrestle soon, right? Like once it's his turn, it's going to be clear because they're going to give him the belt eventually.
And when that happens, we'll put him in S tier.
All right, man.
Hey, well, actually,
only sweet ass wrestlers ever.
God.
Only always. Only Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at all.
Stop.
All right, Nyla Rose.
I honestly, bro, I was. I don't know. I don't. C or D?
We'll go C tier. I think
she did have an amazing match with Rio. I think at the beginning of like AEW.
She was the number one female in the company when the company first started.
Right.
So. All right, man. Orange Cassidy, S tier.
One of the greatest gimmicks ever. Arguably the most over wrestler in AEW right now.
Yep.
Santana and Ortiz.
Yeah.
I love them. They're growing on me. I think they're B tier only because that's like the stable thing, man. Sometimes it's like I want to see them have more matches where
it's just them.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Pac S tier.
I would agree with that.
We already talked about him. Just a wrestling monster.
Yep, wrestling robot, wrestling cyborg.
Yeah.
I put Paul White in not a wrestler.
Yeah, I agree.
Penelope Ford.
I think Penelope Ford is she's dang. I would put her in C tier. I think she can wrestle, but I think they need to let her wrestle more.
I don't know if I've ever seen her wrestle.
Yeah, she can wrestle, man. She's good.
So how do we want to do the Lucha
S-tier.
Bros?
I think they're both S tier anyway.
Okay.
Singles and tag, in my opinion.
S tier getting kind of crowded now.
S tier getting kind of crowded. I mean, but if you were gonna take someone out, let me see it. Who would you take out?
I don't know. I think having Brody Lee in there throws it off.
Why don't we make Brody Lee his own and just put Rest in Peace the Exalted One, and we could
fair enough.
And we could.
I don't mean to say throws it off. I just mean it like
it makes it. Yeah,
it makes it look different.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. I knew that was that shit. It's just nonsense, bro. Like
Oh my goodness. So what do you have to do?
I don't know. It's not intuitive at all, but I'm getting better at understanding what it wants from me.
Okay.
So it's just the lack of confirmation is what makes it weird.
Okay, I like that. That's cool.
All right. Peter Avalon.
F tier. He is E tier. He's funny. F tier. He is funny though. I think he's hilarious.
Powerhouse Hobbs.
C tier.
I like him, man. He's black and he's a good wrestler. He's strong.
And he's strong.
Preston Vance, 10.
Is he the one?
He's the big one.
The big guy.
Yeah. I don't know a lot about him.
C tier.
QT Marshall.
E tier.
I don't get why we're doing a lot with him.
I don't know either.
Ricky Starks.
I actually can't stand him. And I don't know if it's because of his personality or because I'm actually not really impressed with him in the ring either. I
don't know if I've seen enough. I don't have a strong opinion about him.
I put him in D tier.
Tully Blanchard, not a wrestler.
Not a wrestler.
Get out of here. Rio.
A tier. I think she's really good, man. She's small. Like that match she had last night with Serena Deeb was fire. I think some of the best women's matches she's been in them.
Sammy Guevara.
A tier.
Yeah, we can't. I just because it's so crowded
it's
now.
So crowded, but I think he's got S tier potential for sure.
Agreed. Scorpio Sky.
B tier. I wish. I was really disappointed when they threw him in another tag team. I was really wanting to see. I was really wanting to see him, just do more as a singles wrestler, man. Because I think he can. I think he has a good personality. He can wrestle. Is he A tier?
No, not yet. But I like him.
He's always been the best part of SCU.
Yeah.
Too.
I don't really like. I'm not really impressed with his heel stuff yet.
Yeah.
So for now, I think B tier is where he belongs. Serena Deeb.
She's on here.
Yeah. Is she not in the AEW?
No,
technically,
she's the NWH, but she wrestled last night, so I think she's B tier.
Cool. Sonny Kiss.
I don't know, man. I don't see enough of him. I mean, he's wrestled a few times.
Yeah.
I think he hit a 450 splash. I think I saw him hit a 450 once.
Sonny Kiss is.
I just worry that I worry that he'll never really get a actual any type of real look.
No, he won't, and that's some of that is like society's fault because he's clearly gay. He's got a very effeminate sort of gimmick, which I think that wrestling community thinks that we're not ready for that yet. So,
right.
But he can wrestle though. So he's a good wrestler.
So do you think that do you think wrestling should not have that person have a gimmick like that? Or
no, because you can't say don't be yourself, right? And you also can't standardize the idea that being openly gay is bad for wrestling, right?
Yeah, I feel you.
So I think it sucks where like people are just not. I think the problem is that we are allowing for wrestling fans we're believing them when they say
they're making the rules.
That guy out of here. Right. And I think that if you want to be empowering, then you should say fuck that, do whatever you want to do.
C tier.
Who is this? Shayna,
she's actually dope. She's just not on there enough. She wears a lot of Dragon Ball attire. I'll put her in C tier.
All right, man. So now we got Sting. I can't put him in S tier just because I need the young guys.
I would put him in not a wrestler. I mean, we're not ranking Sting like
legendary.
We're not ranking Sting.
They do have him wrestling, but we don't want to distract from the young guys.
Right. Or do we need to make another tier at the bottom, just say legend and put him in it?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Put Tully Blanchard in it.
Okay, let's see if I can do this right. Okay. So you know what? You have to add it first. Boom. Okay. So now it's there. Even though I put it in the wrong spot below. So now it's there. So now I'm going to get rid of this one. And then I can't edit it while I have to go to it and then open it.
That's weird. Okay.
It is weird. Legend. What the fuck? What is happening? Legend. All right.
Like it. Good.
Sting.
Tully
the Giant. He's a
You
legend.
can go in there. Paul White can go in there too. Boom. Cool.
Okay. Stu Grayson.
B tier. Stu Grayson is a great wrestler.
Yeah,
bro.
he is. He's a good wrestler. Ty Conti.
I think she's A tier, bro. I like her. I think she's a great wrestler too, and she is legit martial arts. Has believable offense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think she's a future champ. Honestly, I really do. I think she's a future champ.
The Blade.
Butcher and Blade.
Yeah.
They kind of really cooled off a lot.
I was never impressed with them to begin with.
I just think they need to have a gimmick where they're like. Our
mob
mafia
bosses. That would be dope.
mob butcher. Butcher needs to be a mob butcher.
Take him to see the butcher.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm surprised they haven't done that. I think they're D tier, honestly, right now.
Man. And Wardlow.
Wardlow's actually a good wrestler.
Very good. He's
I'll
really
put him
impressive.
in B tier. I think Wardlow's B tier.
And then Yuka Sakazaki.
A little silly, good wrestler. C tier.
There it is. Did we protect S tier?
Like
yes.
I think we did. I think we did a great
too.
job of protecting S tier. Not a lot in there.
Yeah.
I think there's enough room for you to put your boy in there.
Oh, to put MJF
in there. Yeah, I think it's enough room.
No, I respect, man. I respect that we have to. Wait for it.
This is what I'm gonna say. I think looking at S tier how it is right now, I think one more person should go in it, and I think it's between MJF, Moxley, and Miro. I think Paige is right there, but I don't think he's there yet.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Okay.
I think you got to put Moxley in there.
He has the best case because he had a great run.
He had a great championship run. He really being champ during COVID is. I think he should get a lot for that. He's the guy that beat Jericho. He showed up when he showed up to AEW after that first pay-per-view. The crowd went crazy. That was one
cool.
of the best moments in just wrestling history. I'm not the biggest fan of Moxley, but I do think he deserves S tier for this company.
Fair enough. So my prediction, I think Adam is going to get his due soon. My prediction is that Adam Page is going to eventually, not anytime soon, but probably within maybe 6 to 8 months, is going to dethrone Kenny Omega and have a short run and drop the belt to MJF. That's my prediction.
I hear it. I think it will happen as well. Yep. Boom, we did it. I like it.
Pretty good,
man. All right, y'all. Episode 84. I got to get out of here. I'm about to go to the zoo.
With the family,
with the kids. So y'all be safe, man. Remember, check out Maverick Hunters. Out right now. Heroes got a couple joints on there. Got a video for Dear Summer. I got a video for Memory Card out right now. Subscribe on YouTube. And hey, man, finally about to return to the stage June 10th. Got my first show in Grand Rapids. Me and Hero gonna be there rocking June 10th. Shout out to Michigan.
Hey, yo.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Check it.
Welcome back, Hero.
My word is my sword, Hokage and Batosai, pulling the blades out of the forge, yo. Prior to my knowledge of the Force, was thinking Jedi, but through obtaining holocrons from both sides, I'm under gray skies. Everything that glitter ain't kyber crystal, my mind will lift you. In this time we shine together, disarm your pistol, yo. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash.